For today's practice, we'll be exploring the first few movements of the Tai Chi 24 from a seated position. Seated practice is a great way to improve mobility, coordination, posture, and body awareness, making Tai Chi accessible to almost everyone while still cultivating the same internal principles like Zhongding, the central equilibrium. All right, when you're ready, grab a sturdy chair, find a flat, even surface with a little space around you, and let's begin today's practice. If we look at many of our basic Tai Chi cues, you'll hear people say, sit the hips, zuo hua, sit into your horse stance, sit into your stance, release the waist. And so we want to find a connection with our Zhongding, our very basic, most fundamental Tai Chi quality of moving from center, to how we are sitting. So first, how to find a good seated position for practicing a little bit of Tai Chi. Well, first off, it's not, like this. We want to find where we can feel our hips, the underside of our hips, the underside of our glutes firmly on the chair. We can feel like we can lift one leg, we can lift the other leg, we can have a little bit of a back and forth. You can easily do this by standing up and down a few times, or even not all the way, but just kind of find that moment where you lift and then back down, and you can release into that position. We also want to make sure that we have access to how we are feeling the legs from the ground to the chair, so that we can find an awareness of how we are turning the waist and utilizing the opening and closing of our hips with our movement. As we move into summer, it's a wonderful time to embrace the season's energy of growth, movement, and connection. If you've been wanting to start or recommit to your practice, our 7-day Tai Chi and Qigong challenge is a great place to begin. Designed for everyone from complete beginners to experienced practitioners, it provides simple, step-by-step guidance to help you build a strong foundation, create consistency through mindful movement. With our 7-day free trial, you'll get full access to the challenge along with our community, live classes, and a supportive group of like-minded practitioners who are all walking the path together. Check out the link below to learn more. We'd love to have you join us this summer. So now that we've found our spot, let's go into some very familiar Tai Chi movements. First, just the basic movement of the form. So release your arms to the side, find your side body. You might have to close in a little bit. Bring your legs a little bit closer together, hugging in a little bit more. And then from here, first movement, raise, and let's draw them back towards the body and down. Let's just repeat this a few times. Now, we don't want to row, right? This isn't a Viking row. Although that's a great movement, we're actually looking to feel very similar energy as you lift up. Feel your back firmly plant you down onto your chair. Pull that in and down. So this energy that you're building is translating into an awareness of your posture finds the horizon and that lift from the crown of the head, all the way from the ground up through the waist. So we're finding our back, helping to support our movement. And coming to a rest, moving into wild horse parts its mane. So you're gonna turn and stack the hands. Now, you might not have known it, but you were creating the sides of a frame. So I want you to imagine a frame that you were just creating. So now you're gonna stack the hands, this way, okay? Right hand over left, stacking the hands. Now, imagine that frame. You're gonna just bring the arm across here. Palm up, palm down. Keep your elbow down and in, and your elbow down and in, okay? Then intentionally wrap, embrace, lift, release, wrap. Let this arm come around the knees and then lift up towards this corner, around the knees, lift. Feel the palm lift. This is a little bit different than how we normally do it, because we want to find an awareness of this frame, how we move from our torso. So that's why we're going around our knees, and then feel the palm lift and create that arc. Feel the palm lift, feel the tiger's mouth. Good. One way that helps me think about this a little bit is drawing a sword. So if you imagine yourself over here, and there's your sword, you're gonna draw it out, right? But as you draw out, you turn and lift the palm. Draw it out, turn and lift the palm. If you're drawing your sword, you'd be pulling through the tiger's mouth. And if you draw a sword, it's a good representation of ward off, right? Okay, now after this one, let's do one more. Now cross your arms. Right hand in front of left, or left hand in front of right, either way is fine. Now, whichever hand is in front, you're gonna lift up. And then you're gonna let the arms open and stretch apart. Pull them apart. Good. Let's repeat that one. So cross the arms. It can be the same side, no problem. Lift it. Stretch apart. Feel the arms projecting forward, open your back. Cross. Lift. Open. Let's do one more. And release. Now let's put it together for the first few moves of the form. So raising hands. Embracing the crescent moons. Wild horse parts its mane 3 times. Once. Twice. 3 times. Crossing, lifting. White crane spreads wings. And from here, let's just go ahead, tiger washes face. So crossing in front. Now pull both arms, one across your lap, one across your face. One across your lap, one across your face. To do that, turn your waist. Feel the movement become a singular movement at the waist. Now, if we want to change this to brush knee, lift that palm, get the fingers pointing forward, relax both arms, let the bottom hand go to your knees. Reach out. Cross, lift, bottom hand around the knees. So use the waist, pull the bottom hand around the knees. Let's do one more on each side. Now from here, lift up, draw back. One hand to the waist, one stays lifting to the horizon. You can do this one on both sides, real easy. Let the arms switch. Now, find that connection. Hands drawing apart, lifting, drawing apart, coming together, good. And back to the beginning, raising hands. Embracing the crescent moons while the horse parts its mane. Think of doing calligraphy. White crane. Tiger washes face. Brush knee, around the knees. Playing the Pipa. Opening, crossing the hands, closing. All right, nice job. So there's a little bit of seated Tai Chi, using the qualities that are there present whether we're standing or sitting. That idea of moving from our zhongding, moving from our waist, keeping the awareness of the ground, informing what we're doing from center. And then just working that harmony over time with our movement. So nice job, everybody. Thanks for practicing with us. Let us know how you did with this. Leave a comment. Let us know how it went. Let us know which one was your challenge, how long you went with it, just whatever. We want to know how you're doing with your practice.